Welcome to Vanuatu, a South Pacific nation of over 80 islands, shaped by volcanoes, coral reefs and deep-rooted tradition. It sits along the Pacific Ring of Fire, where islands rise from the sea and customs endure. But what makes this place unforgettable isn't just the geography, it's the people. When we slow down and listen, we come away with perspective and a deeper appreciation for lives lived differently from our own.
So we've been in Port Vila area for just over a week, and this morning we're heading off on our way around to the side of Vanuatu, around Devil's Point. Sounds exciting, and up into Havana Harbour, and then we'll wait there a few days, and then we'll catch some favourable winds up to Epi and onwards up north through Vanuatu. So just got the engine running, got everything pretty much sorted, got the tender up. It's always a bit of a pain with the block and tackle, bringing it out of the water. It's been in the water for a week, it's a bit slimy. But yeah, we'll get going soon and see how Devil's Point is, and then around into what should be a very beautiful area of Havana Harbour. So let's get going. And just saying goodbye to the Anchorage. Nearly villages over there. It's a big village. I wouldn't say traditional, but I don't know, it's just a lot of people living there. It's very smoky, but lovely Anchorage. It's just bringing up the snubber. All good? Yeah. She's all good. Been a bit sick the last couple of days, but she's alright this morning. So off we go. So we're just rounding Devil's Point now. It's quite rolly, but the sea's pretty good. We've got about 8.8 of a knot with us, helping us around. A couple of other boats. One was crossing paths with us and has turned back. I don't know what's going on there. And our friendly boat's behind us a bit too. So yeah, the land's about a mile away. This is sort of like, there's a point here and then there's another one further. So we'll go like this for about another mile and a half and just clear it, and then we'll put in a turn 90 degrees down to the other side, and then 90 degrees, and we'll be coming up into Havana Harbour. Oh, there's a sea snake. Did you see that? It's a sea snake. It was all curled up, eh? Thing. You never know what you're going to see out here. It's incredible. There was a little colourful squid around the boat this morning, and I looked around and there was ink in the water, so they obviously didn't like the engine starting or something. You just never know what you're going to see. Amazing. Beautiful sail now. Been charging the batteries a bit actually with the engine, but flicked it off now, and we're just parallel along the bottom of the peninsula, I guess you'd call it. Soon we'll turn to starboard and come up towards Havana. But yeah, we're sailing along about 6 to 7 knots over ground, and there's a ship and a few other boats, but it's all good. We've rounded Devil's Point, and Nguna Island is here.
Eratoka Island, or Hat Island, holds the grave of Chief Roy Mata, a legendary leader who ended tribal wars by uniting people through a sacred kinship system that still exists today.
Beautiful here, just coming up into Havana Harbour. So we're just coming up into the wind a bit, so the head sail back just before, so we might have to figure that out. But yeah, we're doing well. I might take my life jacket off. Coming through the Hillard Channel, it's called, then coming into sheltered water, Havana Bay, Havana Harbour. Little villages ashore, and quite a few little banana boats, I think they get called. Quite low to the water, so you have to be careful. They're easy to miss, but they're crossing between the mainland and the islands. and yeah, it's about 200 meters deep beneath us, and it shallows up at the shoreline really steeply. So there's a few volcanoes up ahead, and going to turn to port soon. Keep heading up this way.
As we sailed into Port Havana, we passed a sobering sight, the grounded remains of Blue Gold, a 50-metre Benetti superyacht. She was driven ashore during Cyclone Pam in 2015 after another vessel collided with her. During Pam, 5-metre swells and winds nearing 300 kilometres were said to sweep through the bay. Both anchor chains eventually gave way and Blue Gold was pushed onto the reef.
So it's 2 days later since we came to Havana. We're just sailing gently across Port Havana and the bay, and we're heading to the pass where we'll head out. We're going to go to an island, I think it's pronounced Nguna. There's a couple of big volcanoes there, and then we'll stay there tonight, and then tomorrow the weather's quite nice, southeast, sort of a bit more south, to head to Epi, which is about a 44-mile trip to our anchorage across the sea there. Just got a sail up, and we're sailing at about 3 knots and about 10 knots of wind, just gently towards the pass. So we've both been a bit under the weather, and just being careful to make a decision when to head north from here and make sure we're all okay. And I think we're all okay, so we'll do that, just take it a bit easy. So yep, sun's coming up, and soon we'll be at the pass. So we're just approaching the island now, approaching the anchorage, and just had to sort of motor sail a bit to get here. It's gusting a pretty sort of mid to high 20s true wind. So yeah, we're here now. Volcano just behind the village, and a big headland, and you can see Emi and other islands on the horizon too.
Unfortunately, it was too windy to hear what Adam was saying here, but the challenge was clear. We needed to find a patch of sand among the coral to anchor safely. The Vanuatu rocket guide gives us rough coordinates for where that sand might be, but it's never guaranteed. At first, the sky was overcast and visibility wasn't great, but when the sun broke through, we could see right to the bottom, 15 meters down. It was beautiful, but finding the right spot still took time and care. In places like this, anchoring isn't just about staying put, it's about doing it responsibly and making sure we protect the reef below.
All good there? Okay. I'm just going to drive over it, keep looking at it, okay? Wow, that is clear, Vic. I can see the bottom. I can see the bottom. No, there's coral down there. There's coral, hang on, I'll just drive around. We're so lucky we can see the lights just come right. So now I'm driving with my foot. Just need to identify where the sand only is. It's 15 meters deep and I can see the bottom. There's coral, I can see it. We'll try going over there a bit more. Can you see sand? Okay, yep, this is looking good. This is looking good, eh? Yep. Sand there. Beautiful. Okay, I think we need to go over that way a bit more. This looks good. We're over sand, so this is good. We can drop in this. Okay, What about up to port? Is it blue up to port? Yeah, I am. Okay. So after much going around in circles, we managed to locate a big enough patch of sand of the right kind of orientation, and we dropped the anchor. So we've got 45 meters out. So what I'm going to do is jump in and have a swim and see if I can spot it, make sure it's clear of obstacles. The water's very clear here. It's right on the edge of the ocean, you know, it's open. So get togs on, get the wet camera and go in and have a look, see how it is.
Look at that water, crystal clear and absolutely stunning. Adam's decision to dive on the anchor was a good one. We wanted to be sure we were anchored in sand and that our chain wasn't wrapped around any coral. Damaging the reef isn't an option, and we also don't want to risk getting stuck. As you can see, a small section of the chain had caught on a bit of coral. Adam carefully freed it, then we took in some chain to make sure that no matter how the boat swung, we wouldn't impact the coral below. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be continuing our journey through northern Vanuatu in the next episode. If you'd like to see more of Vanuatu, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. A big thank you to our amazing Patreon crew. Your support means the world to us. If you'd like to support what we're doing and get a closer look at behind the scenes, you can join us over on Patreon. We'd love to have you aboard. And if you enjoy storytelling and a bit of escapism, check out our new project, A Sailor's World, short story series now live on Ko-fi. All links are in the description below. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.